Hey everybody, welcome back to Can We Start an Electrical Fire Today? Okay, so I got the battery out, which this strap right here, I don't know if you can see this down in there, but there's like a little thing that it clips onto right there, and it's got to go on the back as well. That's going to be a pain getting it back in. I remember the first time I put this battery in. It is not fun getting either one of these two to clip back in. Hopefully that little rubber thing is stretched out far enough now to where I don't have to worry about it. I did go ahead and clean out. This was pretty bad down in here. It has now been cleaned. Clean-ish. I'm going to wrap this wire. I went ahead and pulled the air filter too just to check that, which it's fine. It's still fine. I think there was one acorn down in there. Not sure how that got down in there. I'm going to say a mouse. That's probably what it was. So, bring you over here. I can try to show you the battery anyway. So, this was an EverStart Power Sport battery. I don't know if you can really see it, but right here's where it's supposed to be, at the obviously at the upper level. It's not. So you can kind of see it wiggling in there just a little bit. I mean, it's almost level with the top of this decal right here. So yeah, hopefully that's all it needs is a little bit more distilled water, which I don't have. So I have to pick some up. I am going to go ahead and probably throw it on the charger. It's just for you know, until I get the distilled water in here. Hopefully that'll take care of it. If not, I'm going to be buying another battery and filling it with battery acid. So that's always fun. Okay, and we're back with the Honda four-wheeler. So I needed to put some distilled water in the battery just to see if that would work. So hopefully I wouldn't have to go buy a new battery. I didn't have distilled water and didn't want to go buy distilled water. So we made our own distilled water. It's pretty easy to do if you look on Google. It's not that hard to do. So we made our own distilled water, went ahead and put it in the battery. I tried to hook the battery up on the desk. This battery's real finicky. I'm gonna turn you around here. This battery's a little bit weird because it's got these smaller posts on here, right there and right there. And it's hard for me to get the bigger, or even the smaller alligator clip things that I've got on there. So it wasn't able to charge at all on the desk. It wouldn't even hardly crank the four-wheeler to begin with. But filled it back up, installed it. I think, like I said before, this little thing can be a little bit of a bear to put in, depending on the size of your battery. Because the battery that was in here before, this thing was just barely tight. Now you kind of got to pull it all the way out and then use a pair of pliers right down there just to push it down and get it down into there. I did clean everything out where there was, you could tell where mice had gotten up in there and hung out. Check the air filter. Air filter looks fine. I did check the oil. The oil actually looks really good, but it's a couple years old, so it's going to get changed here soon. I just need to order a new filter for it because your viscosity will break down over a period of time. So anyway, put the battery back in here. Here's a little bit of a hack for you guys. I don't know if you can see this. Right at the bottom of this thing here is a very small block. And anyway, that's all the thing I think that does is it's where the threading is for the screws. So you got to put that thing in there, and that's what holds that little bolt in tight. So you got good contact with all your batteries. The contact points, everything looked good, but I put it back in and just figured I'd give it a shot. I was going to charge it up for a little bit, but it fired up immediately. So there it is running. Hopefully that's all that it was. I'll have to check it here in a few days. I'll have to check it again here in a few days just to see what it's doing, if it's dying again or anything like that. So that's kind of where I'm at in it. Then I'm going to end up changing the oil in it. Probably, I'm going to go through everything in here. I'd like to find all the grease points. I'm assuming that there are some. and just go ahead and grease everything up because it's not been greased in a while. Other than that, I mean, I've never done anything to this four-wheeler. The guy that I got it off of always really took care of everything. It gets used a lot now. I mean, it gets run a fair amount, like especially during like hunting seasons, and there's a lot of stuff that I still do with it. I know I mentioned before that I don't use it for cutting grass anymore, but I still use it for putting out corn, doing a number of things, putting up tree stands. Sorry if you hear that noise in the background. I got the tractor running too. So I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Sorry for the erupt in on the last video. If you guys have any questions about the Fourtrax 420, just put it in the comment section and I will try to answer them the best I can. Thanks.